Good evening, everyone. Tonight we've got CDR's F2 division. We're here again at Bahrain, finishing off with our fourth race here now this weekend. And we are currently at round 11. Just Bahrain and Suzuka left to finish the season. Drivers, constructor, still very close in this as well. We've got No Fandangle currently leading the championship with 244 points. JJ Lato is second on 231. Culpy on 225. And Harrison in fourth on 207. But unfortunately, Harrison isn't here tonight, so he's not going to be racing. And constructors, it's looking like it's between HWA and High Tech. You got HWA currently in the lead on 356 and High Tech in second on 313. Started the stream a couple of minutes early just with the one-shot quali. Make sure we're live from the beginning. I think we are running with 19 drivers tonight. So it appears we're missing one at the moment. Anyone who's tuning in, feel free to pop a comment in with any predictions for the race, who you think will go well. If you've enjoyed the season so far. I'm sure we're in for another treat this week. These F2 cars are fairly difficult to drive, and probably more so around a tricky Bahrain track. Be caught out quite a lot, I think, with the braking at turn 1, as well as the braking and loss of traction out of turn 8 and turn 10. Aidan saying HWA for the constructors. Yeah. Who've we got in the HWA? We got Dan and yourself. Yeah, very strong team though. As Nicky comments, also for the win. No pressure, also. As the session starting now, one shot quality. I'll just stick on board with one car, as there won't be much else to see. The guys just loading in now, selecting the setups if they've created their own. And we'll be underway shortly. And here we go. It has put us on board with no Fandangle to start with. We'll just stick on board. We should start seeing a lot of names jumping up and down. Tricky corner in these cars there. The brakes obviously not being as good as they are in the F1 cars. As we've currently got Culpy in the lead. Oh, as that's changed. Yeah, one-shot quali is a lot harder to keep an eye on who's currently where. Obviously, with the leaderboard just jumping up and down so much. But I'm sure after turn 10, we'll see some people probably drop down a bit. Any loss of traction out of turn 10 is going to be horrible in these cars here. Would think the guys running full traction probably will benefit out of turn 8, turn 10. Stan just takes a nice smooth line. Give the curb a wide buffer. You don't want to be touching that. As I think Hound invalidated there because he just dropped down. Coming up to the final corner now. As JJ Lattle's put a 38.6, and that will be pole for him. For the sprint race, that will mean that he'll start P10, as we have the top 10 reversed for the sprint race, but JJ will be on pole for the feature race. Yeah, quite close there between the top guys. Just 200ths of a second between Scotty in second and El Jobbo in third. Culpy down in fourth with Hamster and North Fandango just behind him as well. But Wings will be starting on pole in the sprint race. Unfortunately, Osso fans, Osso is 11th. Will be starting 11th in both races. And the only guys not setting a time were Hound, Dylan and King Luckman. As it looks like this race is in the day, not like the nighttime F1 race. It looks very bright as well, this track. I'm guessing all these guys here will be on the same tyres for the sprint race. Obviously no mandatory pit stop in these. Yeah, all starting on the hard tyres. So we start the formation lap. Ones to watch. I think we'll see Hamster go forward. He seems to do well in these. He has been unlucky in quite a number of qualifying sessions, qualifying out near the back, but has had some brilliant drives, making up a lot of places to finish in the top half. Culpe, El Jobbo, JJ Latto all showing pace in these cars as well. It'll be interesting to see. Also see what Dylan can do from back there as well, because I know Dylan has shown a turn of pace recently. I think it might be a bit chaotic here with a run down into turn 1. As I say, the brakes not being the best in these cars. Hopefully they all make it through cleanly and we get a full 12 laps of all 17 drivers still racing. As we're getting a lovely look at Wings' helmet there. Yeah, hello Teabag, thanks for tuning in. For anyone wondering, it's my first time on F2 comms. I'm jumping in as the two Collins, the two Stooges, unavailable tonight. as the cars are now just starting to form up on the grid, the front runners. As it looks like everyone is just pulling into their grid slots now. We'll shortly be underway. Not too sure what's going on here. There's no lights on yet. Here we go. There's 5 lights, and away we go. Looks like a brilliant start there from Aidan Gray. Yeah, he's already passed Noodles on the straight. But here we go now, this heavy braking zone into turn 1. Oh, as it looks like Noodles has gone back up the inside of Aidan Gray. As Dan's right on the back of this as well. It looks like Noodles has had a spin there. Not too sure whether there were contact. Well, it looks like Culpy's followed Dan through as well. And Scotty. That's a brilliant start there for Dan. It looks like we've had another couple of cars spin as well. Is that Luckman, Nerfpack and Noodles all there at the back with wing damage on all 3 of them cars. So not the start that any of them would have wanted. Oh, and that's Dimster and we'll go with R&I Racing. Coming together and both hitting the wall there. And that's wing damage on both of them as well. As also has dropped a position to Steve. And Dylan up to P10. Brilliant start there from Dylan. Have a quick look at the position changes. It would help if I check the right section. So we got North Angle, Culpy both up 3 places. Scotty up 4, JJ up 3. Dylan up 6 and Hound up 4. Biggest loser there, Noodles, unfortunately spinning at turn 3. Down 12 places as it looks like Dan's going to be making a move on wings here into turn 1. And it doesn't look like the camera wants to switch to actually watch the battle. Dan has made that move, looking like Aidan might try and follow him through here. Oh, as he's battling with Culpy as well. As Dan will be looking to pull away, obviously Culpy and JJ's title challenges here. Is that Culpy trying to make a move at the inside of wings? He's not managed to pull it off there. In this run down to turn 10 now. Wings is now losing time to both Culpy and Aidan and Scotty. It's like we've got a bit of a DRS train here once DRS is activated. As this side by side there going into turn 11, I think that was Culpy and Wings. And this is just playing into Dan's hands now. He's already got a 2-second lead over these. As Mark's popped up, good luck JJ. He's had a good start, up 3 places. I think JJ's just at the back of this little train we've got going on. As Dan sets the fastest lap there, extending his lead now to 2.3 seconds. I'd expect to see a move or a couple of changes here, as Aidan Gray looks like he's dived up the inside of Wings and Culpy. Wings managing to get back round. But this is the first lap now with DRS, so let's see what happens here. And Wings is defending brilliantly here, side by side. Brilliant defending there from Wings. But again, now Dan's pulled another second out in the lead there. This is just holding these guys up. And they will be squabbling amongst themselves here. It looks like we've got Noodles that looks like he's spun at turn 4. Got Dylan in the pits, or just leaving the pits. And Dan now 4 seconds ahead. These guys just hemorrhaging time here behind Wings, but Wings is defending brilliantly as they side by side there through turn 11 again, and Wings still not backing off, still not giving up. Looks like Aiden's got that move done. Culpy's followed him through as well. Or will he be planning a move at the end of the DRS straight into turn 1 now, Culpy? Aiden doing the job for his teammate at the moment. Hoping to be holding these up. As Hamster's just jumped up into P4 as well. Wings, unfortunately, now he's dropped from 2nd down to 7th. Culpy makes the move down into turn 1. Culpy up now into P2. He'll be hoping to eat into that gap now that Dan's got in front of him, that 4.5 second gap. Let's see, JJ got past Wings as well. Will he be making a move on Scotty? No, not quite there. And we've got Hound making a move on Matey Boy. Up the inside, Matey Boy defending well on the outside there. This side by side coming through these corners. Some brilliant driving we're seeing here early on. And Hound has got the move done on Matey Boy. In just before turn 8. Look like the exit of turn 7 though. Hamster now battling with Aidan Gray for that position. And this is just letting Culpy gain a little bit of a gap on these guys now. Culpy currently out of DRS range of Hamster. And he has took a half a second out of Dan's time though. So Dylan, unfortunately, after a brilliant start, did end up in the pits. And he's now back down to 14th. It's a shame there for Dylan. But biggest gainer at the moment is Hound, sat in P9, up 6 positions. Brilliant start there from Steve. As JJ is going to be looking to make a move here on Scotty. And he doesn't manage to get alongside on the straight. Let's see what he can do at the next DRS zone. Probably doesn't help him that Scotty's picking up DRS and a slipstream as well off the cars in front. Bit of a DRS train forming as well. Oh, as it looks like Scotty tried a late move up the inside there on Aiden. Hasn't managed to pull it off though. Oh, as Aiden almost loses the rear there. And that has let JJ and Scotty both through. As I think we may have had a spin from Osso there. He doesn't appear to have any wing damage, but he has just lost 2 positions. Jump back up with this battle here as Aiden's trying to make a move up the inside of Scotty. And he's picked up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings on track limits. Unfortunate there for Aiden, but that's the way it goes. JJ now up 6 positions. He'll be hoping to try and catch up to the back of Hamster here. As it looks like Culpy has pulled away quite a bit there. He's eaten around a second into the time that Dan had over these guys when they were squabbling amongst themselves. It looks like JJ is getting some support in the comment section here. Though Jobbo's managed to get past Wings at the end of the DRS straight. See if Wings can fight back here. not quite. Ooh, as Hound gets very close to the back of him there. But Hound's showing some serious pace here. He's bridged the gap. He's left Matey Boy. Matey Boy's now 4 seconds behind him. And he's bridged that gap to Wings fairly quickly. Let's see if JJ, he might be a little too far behind to make a move at the end of this straight, but he is within DRS to Hamster, and he has broken the DRS to Scotty. So it's looking very good for JJ here. As Steve is just still around 4 tenths. Let's jump back on with JJ for this DRS straight now, see if we can get any closer out of the last corner. There's a couple of little gaps seem to be forming now between the drivers. Closest battle on track we've got is Steve on the back of Wings and JJ on the back of Hamster. As JJ sets the fastest lap with a 40.8. But is it going to be enough to make a move at the end? No, it's not. It's not. But he will have DRS here again out of turn 3. And there we go, DRS is open. Hamster going very defensive quite early there. Forcing him around the outside. Oh, good driving by both of them there. As Steve has made it past Wings. But he's now got 2 seconds to El Jobbo in front of him. Looks like JJ and Hamster are slowing up a little bit. Scotty looks like he was getting back towards him, but that gap has just extended back up to 1.1 seconds. He should be looking to have a move here. He's a lot closer this time round. DRS open. Again, Hamster defending well there. As we've got 5 laps left. Soon to be 4. And it looks like Danny's just controlling the pace out front there, keeping that gap around 3.5 seconds. So just looking, and Steve is 2.8 seconds behind El Jobbo, who's 6 tenths behind Aidan Gray, who has got a 3-second penalty. So Aidan may lose 2 places here because of that penalty. As JJ gets the move done with DRS this time down the straight, well before the braking zone of turn 1. Let's see if he can hold it now at the next DRS zone. Hamster, yeah, seems to be a bit too far. We've got El Jobbo catching the back of Aidan. He'll be looking to make a move, maybe the next DRS zone into turn 11. And Hound now only 1.6 seconds behind these two, so at the moment Aidan will be losing 2 places due to that 3-second penalty. Oh, there's a car going wide in the background. I think that's Steve. Yeah, that gap's just gone up now to 2.5 seconds. El Jobbo's all over the back of Aidan Gray here. I will just flip further forward in a moment, as it looks like Hamster's going to be trying to make a move on JJ as well now down the straight. But JJ will be picking up DRS from Culpy now. He's managed to get past Hamster and break into that DRS zone on Culpy in front. They're all following each other down that straight. Drivers trying to break the toe. El Jobbo has managed to get past Aidan Gray there on the straight. It looks like JJ might be going for a move on Culpy soon. Just a quick penalty update. Just 4 drivers with penalties at the moment. Aidan Gray, Wings and King Luckman all with 3 seconds. And R&I Racing with 8 seconds. I believe he did pick up 5 for speeding in the pit lane. It looks like JJ will be trying to make a move here, as he's got his DRS open. Scotty all over the back, a hamster as well there in the background. Both of these probably looking to get the moves done on the straight. Does seem like the easiest overtaking spot, definitely the most popular. There's JJ on the curb there at turn 12. Not a nice curb to be touching there. See many a race end. As here we go, it looks like he's gaining on him before the DRS is even open there. He's up the inside before the braking zone. Nicely done there by JJ. That's up into P2 now, but only 2 laps left. Culpy might make a move back at him here. This JJ defends brilliantly there. Oh, Culpy goes for the cutback. Yeah, not really a sequence of corners. You want to go side by side through there, but nice racing here by both of these, showing each other respect. And we do currently have all 3 title challenges in 1st, 2nd and 3rd, so it's going to be going down to the wire, I think. Dan just extending his lead. As I'm not sure what happened, but El Jobo has dropped a few positions. He was battling with Aidan Gray and he's now down in 9th position. Apologies. Culpy and JJ battling again at the end of that straight. We'll just stick on board with this. That's it, 2 more laps for the people commenting, supporting JJ. Nice to have you here, nice to see you. JJ having a brilliant drive so far, but he has got Culpy all over the back of him now with DRS. Is he going to make a late move? No, he thinks better of it. I wonder if he stayed behind there, just wanting DRS at the 2nd zone here. Now let's see what he can do. And all the while that these 2 are fighting each other, Dan is just controlling that gap at the front. It's now up to 3.7 seconds. It looks like Scotty might be trying to make a move on Hamster soon as well, only 0.6 of a second behind him. And it looks like Osso's just made a move on Dimster as well. Osso it back up into P11 where he did start. Culpy just not getting close enough there, even with DRS. I think with that DRS zone, your exit at turn 10 is just so crucial to whether or not you're going to be able to make a move. It's not the longest straight. As Culpy's just trying to edge closer, coming out the last corner now. He is around 6.5 tenths behind. DRS open. The slipstream here is massive down this straight. As JJ sets the fastest lap again, a 140.7. So he's not making it easy for him. And again, Culpy just can't get close enough. And we are on the last lap now. Last chance saloon here for Culpy. It looks like he's just falling back a little bit as well. You probably want to be closer through this next sequence, especially going onto this DRS straight. Well, Jobbo picks up a 3-second penalty for track limits. As it doesn't look like Culpy is going to be able to make a move here. JJ is just pushing that gap a bit more. Just jump on board with Scotty as he's right on the back of Hamster now. Wonder if Hamster's now struggling on these tyres. Oh, Scotty looks like he gives him a little tap. Trying to push him round the track there. Culpy now over a second behind. Oh, I'm not sure if Scotty and Hamster had a little coming together there. And JJ set another fastest lap. Oh, it looks like... Oh, he's just missed out. I thought Scotty might have picked him there on the line. But, what a race. What a race. Unfortunate there, as we didn't see much of Dan. Once he got past Wings, he just extended the gap as the guys were battling behind him. Good win there for Dan, but a brilliant P2. Hard fought as well for JJ there. And Culpis, all three title favourites, finishing in the order they are in the championship. So let's see what happens in the feature race now. As we're just waiting for the last couple of cars to cross the line. Luckman here trying to put a move down the inside. Doesn't manage to get it done. But yeah, Hound there as well, up 9 positions into P6. What a drive there from Steve. JJ up 8 positions into P2. Dan, Culpy and Scotty all up 4 positions. Yeah, exactly that, Mark. Very clean racing there from all the drivers. Very nice to see. Wondered whether we'd see a few incidents early on from the start into turn 1, but no, very clean. Unfortunate for Noodles to have a spin at turn 2. As we just watch the guys celebrating on the podium. They're just confirming the standings. No Fandango, JJ Lato and Culpy making up your podium. Hamster down in P4, Scotty P5, Hound P6. Aidan Gray, unfortunately, falling a couple of places due to the time penalty there. Down to 7th, Wings in 8th, Matey Boy in 9th, and El Jobbo rounding off the top 10. And one thing to point out there is no DNFs. That is good to see, very good to see. All 17 drivers finishing. We're now just loading in to the feature race. Which I believe JJ's on pole for, if I remember rightly. As I'm sure all the guys will have the strategies picked now. The time has started. Obviously, the feature race will require a mandatory pit stop, which I don't believe can be served under a safety car or VSC. But based on the last race we've seen, we might not even see a safety car. Yeah, Hound commenting there, 15s to 6. Yeah, brilliant drive there, Steve. Well done, mate. Yeah, JJ is starting on pole, so let's have a quick look at the tyres. Everyone opting for the medium tyres here. So everyone will be on the same strategy. We'll just see when they decide to pit, when the pit windows are open. But Dan, after extending his lead in the sprint race though, he is at the back of the title challengers. So he will be looking to make moves quickly to catch up to these guys. If JJ shows some of that fastest lap pace he was setting in the last race, he could just pull away at the front here. As we've had Hound and Luckman disqualified from the formation lap. Must have been a coming together there. As Aidan Gray was disqualified from the formation lap as well. Didn't quite see what happened there. I'm just wondering if any of these drivers here could throw a spanner in the works for the title challenge. We've got Scotty and El Jobbo there between JJ and Colby, and we've got Hamster between Colby and Dan as well. Are these boys going to want to get involved? Are they going to let them through and let them battle it out between them? Let's see. Let's see. There's a racer in all of these guys, so I'm sure they won't be wanting to pull aside and let anyone through. As we're just pulling up on the grid now. We'll stay on board with JJ at the front here, so we should hopefully be able to see all the battles into turn one as we just wait for the last few cars now to form up on the grid. Looks like there were a bit of a gap there. That's it now. All the guys are there, the lights are starting. And away we go, them lights held for a long time there. Doesn't look like JJ got a brilliant start. Scotty's made a move up the inside into turn one. Colby's up to P3 as well, so Colby has made a couple of places. Colby and El Jobbo have a little coming together there. And Dan's got past Hamster as well. Dan up into P4. Looks like we have had some drama at the back. Noodles, El Jobbo, Osso, Matey Boy. Not too sure what's happened here, but it does look like there's some wing damage on a couple of cars there. So a bad start for Noodles again. But El Jobbo the biggest loser there. As Steve's already up 6 positions again into P9. And Luckman as well, up 7 places into P10. Brilliant start from Luckman though. Colby's all over the back of JJ. JJ will be hoping to get past Scotty soon. But this was a lot of the battling we saw in the sprint race was JJ and Colby. Let's see what they can do here down the straight with a slipstream. Scotty trying to break the toe there. It doesn't look like anyone's made a move. It'll be after the next lap now where DRS is activated. We might start seeing some overtaking between these lot at the front. This Hound's up into P8 now. And Luckman's in P9. Not sure if R&I Racing's had an incident there. He dropped a couple of positions. He's fighting back with Dylan, it looks like. As Noodles has retired in the pits. Unfortunate there for Noodles, but that is the first DNF in the F2 so far that we've had tonight. It looks like Dylan's battling with Luckman as well. He's just taken Luckman. So this time across the line now we'll see DRS enabled and out of turn 3 into turn 4, the first DRS zone we'll see. Will we see some moves? As it looks like Luckman unfortunately there has lost a lot of positions. I'm not sure if he's spun. He's on the back of Osso at the back of the grid at the moment as JJ sets the fastest lap, which was then taken by Hamster. It's JJ making a move on Scotty here. He's up the inside. And he gets it done. Gets it done nicely there. But Scotty is coming straight back at him. And Scotty will have DRS here. JJ going defensive. Making Scotty go the long way around. Oh, as he gives him a love tap there. Trying to push him round the corner. We've got Colpy and Dan battling just behind these guys as well. And Hamster just on the back of this pack. And what has happened to Scotty there? Scotty's had an incident. I'm not sure if he collected a curb there or something, but it did knock him off track there. So unfortunately Scotty's out of this battle for the lead at the moment. And this is it. Now your title challengers, P2 in the title. He's currently P1 in the race. P3 in the title is P2. And the title leader at the moment is currently P3. As Aiden looks like he's bridged that gap to Hamster as well. So he will be looking to get into this battle and maybe help his teammate out. Secure some points for HWA here to help him in the Constructors. As Dan looks like he will be ready for making a move on Colpy here into turn 1. Oh, as Colpy's pulled into the pits. Not sure if he's going for an early pit stop or he has got damage. I'll jump back to him when he's in his pit box. No, it is just an early tyre change. So Colpy choosing to pit early there onto the hard tyres. Obviously, from the sprint race, he knows he can get 12 laps out of a set of hards, so whether that's his thinking, but I just wonder whether he has gone a bit too early there. Unless he's going for the undercut. It looks like Dan's now dropping off the back of JJ. JJ with a 1.4 second lead. Hamster all over the back of Dan here. And he gets the move done into turn 11, but he does run a little deep as Dan comes back up the inside of him. Oh, battling around the curb of death, avoiding it there. As Dan looks like he's got a better exit out of turn 12 there. Turn 13, apologies. As it looks like someone has hit the curb of death, and that's Dylan. I can see Dylan tumbling down the order. And JJ and Dan both pulled into the pits as Josh has decided to stay out, and Aidan Gray's stayed out as well. Aidan having DRS as well, which Josh doesn't have. So let's see where JJ and Dan come out opposed to Colby. As Colby's just coming up to the last corner now. Aidan all over the back of Hamster here. I think Colby, he might have made... Yeah, he's... Colby's come out behind JJ but ahead of Dan. So I think they're as they were before the pit stops there. As Osso's pulled into the pits. He's now down in 16th. It'd be interesting to see how long some of these guys decide to go on these medium tyres. But JJ now holding a 1.77 second lead over Colby, who's over a second ahead of Dan as well, so no DRS for them guys at the back. Let's see whether Aidan and Hamster come into the pits this time round. As it looks like Hamster's coming in, and Aidan decides not to, changes his mind at the last minute, stays out for an extra lap. And we have Steve currently sat in P2. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. So let's see where Hamster comes out now, opposed to Dan and JJ, as he pitted a lap later than them. You know, how will this affect him towards the end? Because I know he looked like he was struggling a little bit towards the end of the sprint race after 12 laps on them hards. Let's see where he comes out. As JJ breezes past there, Colby's coming down as well. And Hamster has managed to overcut Colby and Dan. So staying out the extra couple of laps there has helped him out. Now, Dan was right on the back of Josh before he decided to pit. But who's got it right? And obviously Josh will have fresher tyres. Hamster will have fresher tyres at the end of the race. Only one lap on some of the guys, 2 laps on Colby. See if Colby tries to make a move here down this straight. Dan has now caught the back and he has got DRS on Colby as well. Oh, is that what helped Aidan? A 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You know, he did decide to go longer as well and stayed out an extra lap, as did Steve. El Jobo's stayed out as well and he's doing another lap. Nerf pack as well staying out. The rest of the guys look like they have pitted. As it looks like we've had an issue with a car. And that is El Jobo. And he looks like he's lost the end plates on both sides of his wing. Yeah, he's missing a lot of front wing there. His pit window is open. As his Nerf pack, he's gaining on him quite rapidly here. That wing damage will hamper El Jobo here making any progress. And Aidan Gray, staying out the extra lap, has managed to jump Hamster, Colby and Dan. It's just a shame about that 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane there. That will ruin this race for him there. Hound only managed to come back out in P10. So it didn't quite work as well for Hound staying at an extra lap. It's worked out even worse for El Jobbo, who's currently nursing the car back to the pits with wing damage. He's got Aiden all over the back of Hamster. Hamster's made a move on Aiden. Oh, has Aiden spun? I'm not sure if there any contact there. And Colpy's off the track as well. Colpy's spun. Now that could hamper his chances at this title battle, as he is missing his wing end plates as well. And Colpy's into the pits. He's going for a new wing. Not going well for Colpy at all here. So apologies. Aiden has got 8 seconds of penalties, not the 5 that I saw, just for the speed in the pit lane. He did pick a 3-second up for corner cutting as well. Sorry, track limits. As Nerf Pack looks like he is going really long on these mediums. Is he going to try and go medium soft? Are the soft tyres available to these guys? I'm not too sure. But JJ looks like he's commanding the net race win here at the moment. He's gaining on Nerf Pack as well, lap after lap. He's got a 3.5 second advantage over over Hamster, sorry. As Dan's on the back of Hamster now, within half a second DRS open. But Hamster will have fresher tyres. Yeah, teabag, you bang on the safety car will spice things up. Thanks for confirming the tyres for me there, mate, as well. And we've got King Luckman DNF. That is a safety car. Wow. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. I will just say, it's not a curse of the commentator there. That's a curse of the commentator that's not here. That's Teabag's fault. But it'll be interesting to see what happens here.